Hello, everybody. This is JC.
And C.
And we got some kind of, we got a top 10 neutral on Chyna.
Right. Because, people have been asking us to do something on Chyna for a while. And we were thinking about an awesome. And I mean, honestly, we could do an awesome on Chyna, but we thought that if we're going to really be fair about the whole situation, we should do a neutral. So
Totally.
Here's our top 10 neutral on Chyna. So, JC, kick it off with the positives on Chyna.
So let's start with the positives.
The ninth wonder of the world.
The ninth wonder of the world. She was over.
Yes.
But here's reason number one why Chyna was awesome. Most believable intergender wrestler.
Yeah. Oh, no doubt about
day.
that. Well, yeah, because she put on some fucking size. I mean, she was a big girl, had a lot of size to her. But and it wasn't to the point where she looked like a dude with tits, you could tell that had a vagina,
Well, and they played up the sexuality.
She had a vagina. I'm sorry, guys.
Well, but they played up the sexuality, too, with her character.
They did. Yeah. Big fake tits, makeup, hair looking nice. They made her look good towards the end.
Yeah. Well, yeah, towards the end, towards 99, 2000.
Yeah. I want to say it was when she got with Eddie Guerrero. That's when she took steps towards becoming feminine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was that when she was in TNA?
No. When
before that would have had to be before.
Yeah. When she teamed up with Latino Heat.
Oh,
right before he did the Light Sheet Steel. That was his mamacita.
Right.
Was Chyna.
Right. That's absolutely right.
That's when I noticed she really started to work on becoming more feminine, and yeah, she looks good. Or will she look good?
Look good. Yeah.
Look good, I should say. R.I.P. Joanie.
Yeah, totally. Reason number two, she tried to look more feminine, and she did. She put a lot of effort into that.
She did. She really did. It started out because back in the day, if people were hammering you on your looks, and you're a chick, you made the effort to look good.
Yeah.
All the chicks back then, they made the effort to look good, especially if they were type of chicks that like lifting weights. Jacqueline made the effort to look good. Chyna made the effort to look good. Even Medusa Maselli made the effort to look good.
Yeah.
Nowadays she looks like a fucking crypt keeper, but back then she looked good. But Joanie, she learned that, hey, you know what? I gotta fucking actually make effort to look like a female. She wasn't satisfied with looking like a dude like Nicole Bass is.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, I'm gonna fucking doll myself up a little bit, make myself look good for the people. And she did.
Yeah, no, she did. Totally. I totally agree. And I think the her look in the year 2000, I think, kind of spoke for itself.
Yeah.
Compared to 1997.
Oh, definitely.
Way different.
Way different.
Didn't she have facial feminization surgery? And
she did. She trimmed down on her jawline. That really helped out. And then she got the big tits. She stopped lifting as much, so she lost that arm mass, lost that, that shoulder, the shoulders, just she looked a lot more feminine. So good for her.
Totally. Yeah. Number 3, underrated DX member. Now, when you think of DX members, you think Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Road Dogg, Jesse James. You think badass Billy Gunn, X-Pac, but not enough attention is paid to Chyna,
right?
In that, because she was one of the founding members.
Yeah, definitely.
In fact, she was one of the founding members.
Yeah, she does not get enough credit, and it's sad that the only way that she could get inducted into the Hall of Fame is through DX. I mean, that's some fucking bullshit right there. Just because of the fact that when you really look at the landmarks. And we'll break it down further as we go along this top 10. She was one of the few fucking females to hold a male title. Now I'm thinking about the only female to hold a male title in the Intercontinental Championship. I know Jacqueline held the Cruiserweight Championship at one time, but that's now defunct. If we're talking about current titles, Intercontinental title. She beat Jeff Jarrett for it.
Yeah, she was Intercontinental Champion.
And we'll get to that later. But I just want to say that just goes to show you that that's something to be remembered for. If you're not in the Hall of Fame for that, and you're not in the Hall of Fame for being the ninth wonder in the world, what the fuck are you in the Hall of Fame for?
Exactly.
Being a member of DX? Fuck that shit, man. That's disrespectful. Man, you're fucking disrespectful as fuck. I don't give a fuck if Stephanie is the one mandating it. Put your fucking foot down, dude. Yeah. For once, take your fucking dick out of the plastic locket and show some balls.
I can't because they're not there. I gotta cut off. Stephanie holds them in a jar above her bed.
Reason number 4 on Chyna's awesome. honestly, even towards the end of her career, she was still bigger than 90% of NXT's roster.
Dude, she would tower over Adam Cole. Mm-hmm. She would use Adam Cole for a tampon. Straight up. Tampon Cole, baby.
Tampon Cole, baby. Yeah, but seriously, like, look at the size of Chyna. Like, even the size, like, the muscle mass of Chyna that she had back then.
Bigger than every cruiserweight. Is she, dude, honestly, I want to say arm size is about comparable to Tommaso Ciampa. Maybe a little bit bigger.
Size-wise, who would she be comparable to? Like,
okay, so if we're talking about, I want to say she's about the same size as on the NXT roster as Velveteen Dream.
Maybe a little bigger.
Little bit bigger. Okay, a little bit. Okay, so maybe like Matt Riddle.
No, bigger than Matt Riddle.
Bigger than Matt Riddle. Damn.
Because I remember her like she was fucking red, dude.
Well, they don't EC3.
Not EC3. You know, like muscle mass wise.
Who's that?
A lot like kind of like Eli Drake. Build, muscle mass. She was fucking big back then.
Not as big as Eli.
I think he's bigger than her.
You know what? I would say EC3 before he got really big.
Yeah, like Derek Bateman.
Derek Bateman. Yeah, exactly.
But still, I mean, hey, even Derek Bateman's bigger than
way bigger.
Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa and Adam Cole, Gay, and
it's
and
like
Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly.
It's pretty much like if you want to hold the NXT championship nowadays, you have to be 5'8" or under. It's like a fucking ride.
You want to ride for the championship, 5'8" or under?
We have a height limit.
No big guys.
And it's not working out too.
It sucks.
God. Reason number 5 why Chyna is awesome. Former Intercontinental Champion. Now, we touched on this before, but we got to really drive it home.
Yes.
Like, this is, like, no one can, like, level up to, like, even Tessa Blanchard winning Impact. Impact is a fucking garbage fed. Their top title means nothing in the grand scheme of things.
It really doesn't matter. I mean, and before that whole Impact bullshit, before Chyna, seriously, before the whole Impact bullshit, the only thing that ever mattered before that was that one chick winning fucking Chikara's male championship.
Ooh, Chikara, wow.
Seriously, I mean, none of these fucking jobber indies compares to WWE. And especially the fact that Chyna won that during the Attitude Era. Off of a pretty much a top-rated star at the time. I mean, the reason why he was doing the job is because he was going to WCW, but still, the fact that they chose Chyna as the person for him to drop the title to, that's paramount right there.
Totally, Jeff Jarrett was a WCW champion, world champion.
WCW world champion,
so, and because you could take Chyna seriously.
I agree.
Even in that role, as an intergender wrestler, you could take her seriously. Because she was on par size-wise with a lot of the guys.
She was. And she had that persona. Well, even though she wasn't a good promo cutter, and we'll get to that.
Yeah.
Even though she wasn't a good promo cutter, she had that physical charisma.
Yeah, she did.
That not a lot of female wrestlers have nowadays. Without saying a word, she came across as an opposing force.
Yeah.
It sucks, man.
But here comes the sucks.
Speaking of sucks.
Yeah.
Number 1, she showed off her second skills really good as a porn star. Oh my God, did she? If you thought One Night in China was something, wait until you see the China gangbang.
Oh, dude.
She got gangbanged by like fucking 9 dudes, bro. I'm just like, ugh.
That porn career now, maybe she needed the money, but...
It's such a black mark on her career, man. It's like, you're really telling me you could get on a shitty VH1 reality show, you had to go into a fucking porn career? Come on, man.
She eventually did get a shitty VH1 reality show.
It happened, but just the fact that she had to go down that route. I mean, if anything, it kind of tied in with number 2. She's a drug addict, or she was a drug addict, and it's sad seeing somebody that was in and out of rehab as much as Joni was. And a lot of it had to do with the fact that, it's going to tie in with number 3, but I'm just going to say it right now. Just the terrible fucking people that she had in her life. And they took a girl who was addicted to weightlifting, addicted to working out, addicted to the gym, a healthy addiction, mind you.
Yeah.
And they turned her on to all this other stupid bullshit, which really just, it sucks the creativity out of you. It sucks the life out of you. It sucks every redeemable quality out of you. We saw it happen with Sean Waltman. We saw it happen with Joanie Laurer now. And now we're starting to see the effects of it happening with Shawn Michaels and Triple H.
Yeah.
These men are not the men that they used to be.
No.
They're fucking shells of the men that they used to be. All three of the men I just listed are shells of the men that they used to be. You got Sean Waltman being an SJW ass kisser. You got Shawn Michaels being a fucking embarrassment.
Yeah, he really...
In more than one ways. A terrible in-ring competitor, as obvious with that Saudi match.
Nowadays.
And he's an awful fucking road agent. Fucking awful. Terrible coach. Fucking sucks at booking. Really big piece of shit. And Triple H, don't even get me fucking started. Don't get me started. But I'm going to get started a little bit for number 3.
Yeah.
Number 3, bad relationships.
Oh, God.
So, JC...
Oh, God.
Tell me a little bit, like which are you more familiar with? Are you more familiar? Okay, so talk a little bit about Triple H.
So, as the story goes, Triple H cheated on Chyna.
Yes.
With Stephanie.
Yes.
And broke Chyna's heart. And then shortly thereafter, Chyna started abusing alcohol and drugs and really fucked her up.
When that led right into the other relationship that she had with Sean Waltman. And everybody knew that back in the day that Sean Waltman was a huge drug addict. This guy was always gone off his head on pills. Yeah. There's so many fucking drug stories. Like, pretty much if you want to look at it, he was the main drug hookup for the Clique. He hooked them fucking all up. So she was with the main drug dealer for DX and the Clique.
Yeah.
And that guy led her down a road of fucking... Like, a road of no return. Because of Sean Waltman, and I know I'm going to get shit for this, but this is my opinion, allegedly. I think that Sean Waltman is responsible for her becoming a drug addict, for her having, like, all these weird issues, you know, for her being in and out of rehab. For her being fucked in the head, for her going into porn. I think it's all on that motherfucker. I know a lot of it had to do with Triple H, but the fact that she jumped right into a shitty relationship right after Triple H that made it even worse for her was the detriment.
She would have been better off just dating outside the industry.
Seriously. The industry fucked her up, and it fucked her up bad, and it was those two guys right there. So I'm sick and tired of Sean Waltman getting painted this picture as like, oh, he's doing good for the industry now. No, that guy was a fucking scumbag back in the day.
What good is he doing for the industry now?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I thought X-Pac was okay back in the day, but he was never one of my favorites.
Well, to be fair... A lot of people disagreed with you.
Well, there's a reason why there's a term called X-Pac heat.
Yeah, get off my TV heat.
Yeah.
You annoying fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, so that is my personal feeling on the whole situation. I don't think Sean Waltman's a good person. He's probably like, fuck you, motherfucker, as he fucking listens. I don't give a fuck. Sean, you need to hear this.
It's all public, dude.
You need to hear this. It's all public. Everybody knows about this shit. And especially all the you shoot videos you've done where you're all fucking high on drugs. And you're revealing your shitty relationship and how big of a piece of shit you were. You already revealed all of this shit that I'm saying. It's not me slandering you. This is all this shit you revealed on you shoot interviews before, okay? So don't fucking give me that shit. None of his fans, I don't want no shit from his fucking fans. Sean Waltman, he may be a better person now, but he did some dickhead fucking shit in the past.
He did. You got a lot of atoning to do, buddy.
Yes, seriously.
You think you're done yet?
And kissing the smart AEW ass is not helping you atone at all, bro.
Well, not only that, but isn't that Triple H's quote-unquote competition?
You know, I don't complain because Sean Waltman is playing his role.
And you're playing your role of ruining the fucking industry, Triple H.
Yes.
All right, so back to Chyna. Let's talk about number 4, her being a bad promo.
Yeah.
Johnny Laurer has never been a good promo. She's basically Bailey on steroids. We all know that. But it's, you kind of try to push it to the back burner because of the nostalgia effect with Chyna.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think it's easier to forgive her and overlook a lot of the problems that she had because of the era that she was in.
Exactly. But let's talk about the last thing about her. And I hate to say it, but she became obscure after leaving wrestling.
Yeah.
She had that brief stint in TNA.
Yeah, with Kurt Angle.
But that was about it. I mean, she never, pretty much after TNA, she was like, fuck this wrestling shit, I'm out.
Yep.
And it sucks, too, because If somebody like that really got their life together and was able to heal from all the bullshit that they went through, they could have still been a name today.
Well, you would have seen a lot more of them.
Yeah. In
society. And I think because from what I heard, she, towards the end, like 2013, 2012, she moved to Japan and basically taught English there. From what I've heard.
Well, I think what she realized even back then, that Triple H and Stephanie McMahon were poised to take over the industry.
Yeah.
And what that pretty much meant is that because of her ties with Triple H and Stephanie hating her, she was effectively blackballed from pro wrestling.
Yeah.
That's what I think. I think it was something where she knew she was blackballed because of her past. And there's no way around it.
It's just one of the reasons why I think Stephanie McMahon is such a fucking piece of shit.
She's a garbage human being.
She really is, because she still, to this day, has not let it go. When you have to induct Chyna, especially during the time of a big feminist women's movement, you can't induct Chyna, the first ever women's intercontinental champion, by herself.
Right.
That speaks volumes.
Right.
Like, even to this day.
Well, and the really sad part about it is nobody calls her out on the shit.
Nobody.
That's why we're here.
Yes.
To call motherfuckers out on the shit that they don't get called out on nowadays. We're like this alternate universe where nobody fucking talks about this shit, but you're hearing the truth right fucking here because we're not controlled by the industry.
You guys just want to be contrary.
Fuck you.
TWRP only says what they say because they want to be controversial. They don't believe what they actually say.
Fuck you, you fucking nerd.
We believe what we say, but not only that, we'd actually have more views and more subscribers if we suck the cock of the wrestling industry now today.
Which we won't. We refuse to fucking do that shit. And you know what? To further the point on whole Stephanie McMahon shit.
Yes.
Jay Rance, he made a video about this recently. I'm just going to throw this in because we didn't throw it in with TWR News. But there was a clip that got heavily retweeted on Twitter recently of Shane McMahon foreshadowing the future of WWE. It was him, Vince McMahon, and Stephanie McMahon. And Shane was saying that over the past 3 years that you and Triple H both have ran WWE into the ground. And that was the fucking truth. And seeing her face change like that, she's like, damn, those YouTube assholes.
Well, okay, but that was before us.
That was before us. But I'm just saying, he foreshadowed what we're saying right now.
Well, he spoke it up and honestly.
And now she's saying, those YouTube assholes. Damn those YouTube assholes.
Notice that nobody really, I'm not going to say nobody, but hardly anybody was talking shit about Triple H before we came along.
That's right.
And we pointed out, hey, look, Triple H, when you look at the structure of Raw, SmackDown, and NXT, they're almost virtually the same.
Well, so one thing I got to nab the Smart Busters on, they never really dug at Triple H.
Not like we did.
I mean, even their last video on Triple H, they showed some stupid clip of him smacking his gum together.
Okay,
and that's not, you're not making fun of him. Come on, do you hammer that motherfucker?
And they could too. They really could.
They're afraid to.
Or either that or they just don't give a shit anymore.
Whatever. I don't care. But hey, we still give a shit enough to fucking change the industry. I don't care if those pussies gave up on the industry. We have not given up on changing the industry because we're seeing the change that we're making. It's happening.
Yeah, it's catching on.
It's catching on.
And we're getting more and more subscribers and views. And we encourage all of our fans to start your own YouTube channel and spread the message.
Spread the message. And especially if you got some charisma, man.
Yeah.
If you got some charisma to spare, get on fucking YouTube, put that shit out there, and we will retweet that shit. We'll let people know we want this community growing. Yes. We want more people knowing that Triple H fucking sucks. Stephanie fucking sucks. And those two are the reason why Chyna is neutral. She could be awesome, but because of those two assholes, she is neutral. I just want to say that. So, it's been NC.
It's been JCN.
And, fuck you, Noseman, and fuck you, Screecher.